You know, one of the fun things for me is being able to help people of all skill levels, whether you're an elite level player or a rank beginner. And so understanding that there's a lot of different levels in this game makes the instructional stuff really, really fun for me, and something that even if you're a really good player, you know what? Take this video and share it with somebody that is maybe interested in the game. Maybe they're trying to learn how to play the game and they've just gotten going. Share this video. And by the way, let them know, you know what? Like and subscribe to this channel and follow what Breed has to say, because he's helping. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help all levels, whether you're, as I said, a very accomplished player or a player that's just getting going. So the most important thing, if you will, to coming back to this game is being able to swing and hit the ball and get the ball to go up into the air. When you're a good player, you kind of sometimes you take that for granted, okay? But there are a lot of people that are trying to learn how to play the game and they're struggling with making contact. So this is a wonderful little progression on how you can improve impact. And it's certainly something that you can do in at your house, okay? It's not something that you necessarily need to be at a range for. In fact, I would recommend not doing it that way. So what I want you to do first off is get some tennis balls. Now, tennis balls are wonderful to hit for a variety of reasons. One, they're very, very bright. That color yellow is exceptionally good for the mind. Second is that they don't really hurt when you miss-hit them. So they're kind of light. They're not going to go very far. So you can go to your yard and you can hit them out there and you know, you can enjoy it. So you're probably not going to lose the tennis ball anyway, all right? So what I like to do with beginners is I like to let them understand, hey, we're just going to hit a ball and it's going to go up into the air. So the first thing that we have to do to get this ball, not a golf ball or tennis ball, just a ball, to get it to go up into the air, is the leading edge of the club has to get underneath the golf ball. So I need to get that leading edge right in there, and then that ball is going to go up into the air. So how would I do that? Well, I'd have to let the club brush the ground there. So you can hear this noise of that club getting into the mat. Now, what I'm going to do is do the same thing. And what you hear is you hear the ball get hit and the ball jumps up into the air. Let's try that again. So you swing, brush the mat, and then do the exact same thing. And the club gets under the ball, the leading edge gets under the ball, and the ball gets up into the air. Now, how do we do this? Well, one, there's a little bit of body rotation that's going on, and there's a little bit of setting of the golf club in an upward direction. So I'm going to turn, and I'm going to set. Turn and set. And then when I come down, I want to really take that club, particularly through the trail palm, and I want it to go down into that mat. So I want to feel like my trail palm is going to push down to the mat instead of go up to the mat. If I take the trail palm and go up from the mat, so move away from the mat, I'm going to lift the head of the club into the air, and I'm going to top the ball. So I go like this, and I'm going to top the ball. That actually hit the top of the ball, drove the tennis ball into the ground, and then it bounced up, okay? I want to feel like my palm is going down and making that strike into the mat, okay? Let's try this again. So I turn a little bit, and then I push that palm down to the mat, and now that ball jumps up into the air. Now that's the first place that you start, okay? Now, the next place that you start, or you go to, are tees. And what you do is you take a tee, and you're just going to kind of set it into the mat that way. Great shot there, Gibbsy. Now, what I want to do when I come down is I want to get the leading edge to kind of fit into that area. I'm not trying to hit a ball now. I'm hitting a tee. Now, the reason why this is really good for a beginner is because you're narrowing their focus. This is actually an excellent drill for better players as well, to get that club to get on the line of the tee so that it comes out of the center of the club there. If you go to that down the line shot there, yeah. So if I go out of the way, when I come into this, I want this club moving along that so that it goes into the center of that and hits it. So what I'm going to do is feel the same thing. A little bit of turn, a little bit of set, and then that right palm, that trail palm is going down that way. And it pushes that tee, bops up into the air. All right? You can also just lay it on the ground if you want to, like this. I prefer not to do this, but you can. The reason why I don't like this is it's difficult to feel like you're getting the leading edge under the tee, okay? But if you're so inclined to do that, that's fine. I like to just put it in a little bit so you get that image of the leading edge. And all of a sudden we start understanding what the leading edge is doing and not worrying so much about the face. And now what you do is, and this is something that you can't do in your house, you might be able to do in your yard, depending upon how big your yard is. Now what I want you to do is I want you to do the exact same thing with a golf ball. Now, it's harder because it's smaller. It's harder because the wedge of that you're trying to get the leading edge to is more difficult to see, but it's still the same thing. Just throw that leading edge, literally just with the palm. You're throwing that palm down to the ground. You're throwing that leading edge into the mat there, and all of a sudden you start feeling this really solid strike. Now, what that does for the beginner, it removes the idea that they have to do something to get the ball up into the air. The loft is going to do that. We've heard that forever. Hey, just let the loft get it in the air. Just let the club do its work. What you have to do is realize that when you take this club and you take that trail palm and you push down, that's going to pop the ball up into the air. Okay? So, tennis ball, very soft feel. Then a golf ball, same thing. And when you start feeling that, when you do this properly, what's going to happen is this. Gibbsy, you're going to stay on me after I hit this shot, okay? What you're going to notice is when I finish this shot, because I've put pressure down, my arms are very, very long. I'm not pulling my arms in. I'm feeling like my hands are pushing away from my body. That's what I'm feeling. So here, my arms are extremely long there. I'm not tugging this club head into the body, which is what happens when you try to lift it. You tug that handle into the body. It pulls the head of the golf club into the body. I don't want you to do that. I want you to feel like that trail palm is pushing away and that you're feeling the handle moving away from you. And as you start to do that, your arms are very, very long through the strike. That'll get the golf club underneath the ball and we'll get it up into the air. A wonderful tip for beginners and a great drill for better players with that tee. Do that stuff. I'm telling you, you will improve your strike. And for you beginners, this is going to keep you loving this game of golf and you'll be in it for a long, long time. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below.